Hey there, friends. Welcome to your love reading for the month of May. Excited to hop right on in. We're going to look, as we did last time, at some of the flavors and the energy for the month of May regarding love. So, first card is looking at what it is that's attracting you in the month of May. What's showing up? What are sort of the energies, the love energies that are arriving in your life? So I'm just going to tune in with those of you that are connected here. Awesome. First card, what it is that's attracting you in the month of May is showing up as the Six of Cups. This is one of my favorite love-oriented cards. It's got that flavor of soulmate, of recognition, like when you meet somebody and you feel very familiar with them. It's got flavors of having already known each other at some other point. A lot of comfortability and safety and warmth. So for those of you that are in a relationship, you might enter into a deeper place of connection with your person, feeling much safer, feeling like you're secure and deeply connected in the relationship. If you're single right now, or you are available in one way or another, this can be a sign of meeting somebody that either reminds you of somebody from the past. It could also be that somebody from your past shows up, or you're connecting with somebody that just has that familiar sense to them. It feels really good to be around them. It's easy for you to be open and honest with them. There's kind of a sense of safety that helps your heart open naturally of its own accord. So this is the type of love connection that could be showing up in your life. If you don't happen to meet somebody this month, it can also be that you're sort of percolating on some old love, some old relationships. There's a little bit of like going back and sorting through some things. But otherwise, this is a strong sign that you could be meeting somebody that feels very deep and familiar. Let's take a look at our next card. Our next card is looking into what the injury or the shadow is that's being touched by this particular flavor of love in your life. Indeed, indeed. So the sort of shadow or the flavor of injury that's showing up here is the King of Swords. And in this sense, the King of Swords can be a sign of there being kind of an emotional detachment, like where we go up into our heads and we're not necessarily connected to the emotional or the embodied feeling of what's happening. So this could be that you've experienced this previously in your past, like maybe you had parents that were sort of disconnected from their emotions or from the way that they were loving you and were very cerebral and in their heads. And as a result, when there are people in your relationship life that do that, it touches something. It can feel sort of like they detach or they disconnect from you in a certain way. So it could be that even though you've met somebody or you're meeting somebody that feels very familiar, there's this piece where they feel kind of distant or in their heads a lot, and that can bring something up for you. It's also possible that this is talking about yourself, that you're noticing that there's kind of an immediate protection that comes up. Your heart opens, you feel connected with this person, and then it's a bit scary, and so you go into your head and you start analyzing, is this safe? Is this the right person? Should I be doing something different? Can I trust this person? This sort of thing. So this is something to really be noticing here. A lot of us have that particular pattern in this day and age where it's safer to be up in the head fantasizing or trying to solve something than to be actually in the body and in the relationship and the vulnerability of actually feeling intimacy and closeness. Let's take a look at the advice for this particular situation, whether this is a person that's showing up in your life or a relationship that you're already in, what the advice, the best choice is for this particular scenario. right, so hard to pick this up. There we go. Card that's showing up is our Eight of Wands. This card tends to be a lot about movement and change and shifting. And in this context, the way that I'm reading it is like staying in communication, like letting things continue to move. So that tendency to go up into the head can kind of get us disconnected from what's actually happening in front of us. One of my dear friends always says that truth comes from contact. And I'm sure you've had this experience where you've got an entire story about someone or a situation that's happening up here and how they're so bad, or they did this thing, or this is how they're thinking about something. And then when you actually connect with them, it's a completely different story. None of what we were basing any of that on was in reality. So this is saying stay in communication, be dynamic, let yourself actually express what you're noticing and what's happening. That's what's going to bring about clarity in this particular situation. It's not helpful to stay sort of reserved and pulled back, or to just stay in your head about it. To actually express yourself, to actually be in conversation, even though that's more risky, right? It means that you're actually letting your feelings and what's happening come out. This is the move here. The move is to actually be in conversation and to truly express yourself in the situation, and the truth will come forward. It's much better to be expressive and to authentically open yourself and to find out that this person is not right for you than to hold it back and then find out that they're not right for you some long time later. Let's take a look at our advice card for this month. I know that was kind of advice card, but this is like the more sort of meta, further advice card over the whole situation as a whole. Nice. We've got our Wheel of Fortune. This is just a good sign that this particular phase in your romantic life is part of a larger process. It's part of something that is sort of working itself through in your life. And the good news is that you're moving forward with it. It's not stagnant, it's not stuck. Even if there's a pattern here that feels like it's one that you've known before or that has sort of lingered around, this is a clear sign that things are moving forward and they will be getting better. So I don't know for sure if that means that this person that you're meeting or that you're with is precisely the right person for you, but it seems possible that there could be something that's growing and evolving and could become more of a long-term sustainable thing. It's also possible that you learn a very important lesson that helps you step forward in a meaningful way. Either way, good things coming this month in May. I hope that this is helpful for you, and I look forward to connecting next time around. Take good care.